Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, everyone. We have two quests to set in today, the main story quest and our Relic Reborn quest, so let's go ahead and do the Relic Reborn one since we're here. Clear on the deal, then run along and fulfill your part of it. And we have the glyph from Amdapor. Good on you, this is exactly what I was after. You've honored your part of the bargain, so I'll do the same. So alright, we got it. Got what we needed from her, and now we have to go back to Geralt, which is a bit of a ways away, I believe. Where was it? I'm trying to remember. Okay, it was here. We'll go back and do that, and then I believe we're getting towards the end of the 2.1 content, or like, well, basically what it is that there's 2.1 through 2.5 content, and there's a bit of questing in each point segment there. So it's a block of quest in 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, and there's basically always a dungeon or a trial in each segment there. So we won't have any more of that for a while until we get into 2.2. Because last time we defeated the Moogle King, which I thought was going to be a lot harder than it was going to be, because it was our first hard difficulty trial. But it ended up being not very difficult at all. I think we cleared it in under 10 minutes. Which, to be fair, I don't think it takes very long to do trials. I'm trying to think of what trials may have taken particularly long. Maybe like Titan did, I can't remember. Alright, we're almost there. I do like this area, though. Alright, we're there. I want to put my sword oath on as well. Okay, that's a bit weird. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Okay, there it went. Right when I went to change it around. Back to pester me so soon, judging from that smirk in your face, I take it you found what you need. And we did. We got it. The Song of Tristram. Aye, this text is about Jarl Tristram, alright, but gods would have killed the bugger that wrote it and used some normal bloody words. It'd take me bleeding moons to get through this lot. I could be spending in kettles. Yeah, well, I'll try to make head or tail of it all. Why don't you take this here unfinished Cortana and try it out? As I mentioned before, it's still missing somewhat, but it's all there shape-wise, meaning it should shave you just fine as an ordinary weapon. Seeing as you're a ripe old paladin, perhaps you may be able to feel exactly what it wants for. That is to say, get out there and fight some nasty foes, as Jarl Tristram himself must have done back in the day. Zirak, the Amajad stronghold over in southern Thunderlon, ought to serve your needs. Aye, the same place you find the sword. Pit yourself against some of the Zirak Lancers, Pugilus, and Thaumaturges, 8 of each, say. Then come back and tell me what you've gleaned. With the information in the text on your first-hand experience, I reckon we'll solve the puzzle yet. Okay. So I have the unfinished, Okay, yeah, so I do have it. Okay. Wow, that's that's a very noticeable sword. But first we're gonna go ahead and head back to Camp Tranquil and see what's going on there. Oh, I didn't have to go very far for this at all. Okay. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moggle Mog XII, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo. And I sense Ryo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak about fear of interruption. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and her Moogles shall not be forgotten, Narin. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events. While the details are yet fresh in your mind. Oh, I guess the Lotus Stand's the place back at Verdana, I assume. That's fine. Alrighty. Let's see where we head now. Yep, to Old Grindana. Egg event's still going on. Not surprising. This way. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll be in Heavensward yet before Shadowbringers is out. I would assume I'd be at Heavensward by the time July comes around. It's still... we're getting towards the last bit of April, I guess. It's like 21st today. And... I don't know, it just takes me a while because I'm kind of juggling... At the moment I'm juggling this, Elder Scrolls Online, Rift, and Warframe. Those are the four that I'm kind of focusing on at the moment, so it's a bit of juggling around. And with the ones that I voice like this, I usually wait until the night falls to do it, because living in Florida, the heat during the spring and summer becomes so much, along with the humidity, that it's like baking in a house during the day. Without any like fans running or something, but if I had fans on, then it'd be even louder on the microphone. So the Elder Seed Seer is expecting you, madame. May I show you in? Sure, let's go ahead and go. Narn, you return to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Mayhap the fault lies within the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in the crystals and the force of their collective faith, Mughals called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised of him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means the Syrians, this whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupo, they said it was a maskman who taught them how years ago, but Grondana has no shortage of maskmen, and I never thought to question. Found it all, how many will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear, so long as there are paragons to stir the ambers, fools to build the pyre, and the crystals to feed the flames, ever again shall we suffer primal visitation. Sober thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Narn. Already the information you have provided us has proven invaluable. The great Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. I knew we could count on you, my lady. While Yuda and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, perhaps you return to the Waking Sands and apprise the Ascendant of all that has transpired. Alright. Now to go talk to Minfilia once again. Ah, there goes another car. I will need to do that event quest at some point. Probably not too long from now. I don't know what all there is. There's quite a few rewards from it. There's that mount, there's an outfit, there's hairstyles, there's a card. I think there's some Orchestron scroll things as well. Aye, aye. There we go. Good to see you hale and healthy, Narn. I've received word from Yuda and Papamo that you felled good King Moggle the 12th. I hope to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned from the same methods used by the Beast Tribes and taught by the Assyrians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Our offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Narn. I guess it's time for us to finally leave Vesper Bay. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So to avoid drawing unique undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revan's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. A move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Naren. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Yarnger. I thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant that I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's histories. Mayhap it be best that we do not forsake them entirely. Yarnger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Azel shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Yarnger, would you inquire of him if any tasks will remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I've forgotten something important. Repair all of that, thank you. Anything I want to sell? That's a good question. I think I'll sell that. I don't know, there's probably a bank or something I could use a lot of this for. It's a lot of crafting ingredients. I don't really want to get rid of them because I might take a crafting job after a while. They were ever welcome, Naren, but I require no assistance. Pray tell they leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, but these hulls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to see the future, I rarely he doth set down the past. For many a proud pioneer have bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there was a banner of his ancestor faded by the eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance. While they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they were found. Be not offended, Naren. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness. Just imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thy eyes. The lessons of history, would that the same could be said of. Uh-oh, something's going on. Whence came that cry? The Solar, Toll for Fen, the Ekaton. Naren, you must. Tell me, Lucius, would you have done the same? Lucius Livre was a remarkable man, wise beyond more measure, but that I have met him prior to his passing. Asini is here. How? How readily, you see. You are indeed gifted and sentient. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been a millennium. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of Liberia. Libera. Bra is of war. He fought. He fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirmed that which you already knew. There's no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You, what are... Ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strangely, but I'm sure we'll get used to Revenant's toll. I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It's only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth is there in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge detects expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus does she perceive not. So it is about all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, cannot see with your eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me, nothing. The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. Liberia did not think so highly of the Echo. Liberia is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift. I'll bet one that you have yet to master. And if I did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came in peace. Insentient, may we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children with his grace with such resolve. It was also by her hand that you survived the Ordor, I wonder? I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern, he did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I can fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Ranger, saying word to the students of Baldizion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there's any reference to an Asinian robed in white, however oblong, I would like to know of it. Asinia, my lady, was that what gave you cause to cry out? Did not moments ago a glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands? Yet Asinians who aren't wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Narin. Turn every stone of Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Tartaru. Looks like we're on a search for this guy. Oh, he has a quest for us. What is it? Oh, okay. No, I don't want that. That's probably like the extreme version or something. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I did not want to go in here. Where's the way? Pretty sure I just have to head out and see exactly where we're heading. I'm not sure if we're staying here in Thanalan or if we're going somewhere else. Okay, so we're not leaving this area particularly. Let me just get a good view of where I'm supposed to be looking around for. Oh, he's right here, okay. I'm told that you are the Warrior of Light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. All right. Where are they? I can't even see them. Farther away than I thought. All right. I believe this way leads to the one of the Castrum camps. So. Hello there. This one does hit a little bit harder. Oh, two of them, okay. Yeah, they can't do that much to me. Still more, huh? Oh, he's here, okay. Not actually sure which one's worse in this case. I assume the Thaumaturge. Alright. Guess I passed your test. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who had bested La Brea can endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my accents that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the Scythian, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. Whereas the same cannot be said of La Brea, even amongst his brethren he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds. For through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it begin again, and as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Ildibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Well, there he goes. Yeah, spiders. Oh, is it turned to night? All right. Thank the gods you've returned, Naren. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon, he was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, shall it begin again? Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Idlibius portend much but reveal nothing, say perhaps the measure of disdain for Liberia. I'd hoped for answers, but it seems I shall be content of a wealth of additional questions. Let us set aside the matter of the Sicilian until after we've completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Almacan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception of nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to his area, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It's my hope that your anger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care, and it is all I have left of my father. I thought thee departed, to what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It's no such thing to surrender such a cherished memento. While I can imagine the insidious pain, upon my honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Naren, this is Mephilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I've departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Ranger, I bid you to come to 7th Heaven in Revan's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you've already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetheryte in Revan's Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep. Well, I know there's an Aetheryte in Revan's Toll, but I'm not aware of, Yeah, this place has emptied out, I think, a little bit? I don't know. Maybe. Guess we didn't head to Reverend's Toll, though. Oh, that's a neat looking thing behind me. Adds an Ifrit EG, whatever you call it. A big, like, ship mount there. Welcome, Naren. Welcome. This is your first time here, if I'm not mistaken. I think you're going to like our new home. Well, what are you waiting for? Go in and take a look. Oh, it does look nice in here. Well, it's certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the science of the Seventh Dawn. For today we shall declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve as Arizal's people proudly and openly. This does not mean that we have to sever our ties to the Arizarian alliance. On the contrary, the insentient and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Arizal. For Israel! Yeah. Moment of your time, Narn. I shall speak of Elidibius. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Belitzion have been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught hath befallen the students of Belitzion, then they may know of it. Though that thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must seek another source on the information of Elibius. It is possible that others in the homeland are possessed with such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlikely to yield unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Assyrian, perhaps? Or Elcher? Or Puss? Which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out Liberia, I dared to hope that we may have found a way to rid ourselves of the Insenian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point I have no doubt that Elibius spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world the unholy Machinians. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Naran. I discern them all around, and disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the Paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. And my stalwart healer, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, they will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you'll be informed. Really, where are you? And I do believe that's the end of the 2.1 quest line, so it should be going into 2.2 now. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. Those survive the 7th Endor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last they see. Nice. Okay. Surely there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagenia and Sons Mineral Concern. It appears their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minors they seem in isolation. Occasional discrepancies in the manifest were long dismissed as clerical errors. It's only during the Concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals and only crystals were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the Concern is selling crystals for profit. Last, they have yet been unable to identify as likely suspect, and the Concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of mere monetary value. There is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal. We can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Fistola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that you three will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only fears prove unfounded when you do. And I think that'll be it for us today. Next time we're going to be probably working on our Relic Reborn quest and getting these Zerax out of the way.